It's scary to be vulnerable to someone. I don't want people to think I'm crazy, so I'm not going to see a therapist. I'm just 25 and I'm really tired. My value is not based off of like anything outside of myself. Social media is so fake. Playing the blame game hurts no one but you.
Today's video is going to be about me sharing 25 lessons that I've learned at the age of 25.
Number 14 is vulnerability is power. Sometimes people look at vulnerability as weakness and they see it as, why would I show this emotion? But that's because they genuinely do not trust. This one is very tricky. It's scary to be vulnerable to someone. I know that like after I'm vulnerable with someone, especially someone that I trust, like it just feels really good. It feels really good to, number one, have someone to talk to about these things, and knowing that the person that you're talking to is not in any way judging you. Not only does it take a load off of you, it also creates this connection between you and that person. Because number 15 is closure is a myth. It's nice to have closure. It's nice to like have this event that kind of just gives you that but it's not always necessary. There was this instance where I was just craving closure from this person. I couldn't get the closure I wanted without opening a new wound. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to focus on myself, my healing. I'm going to focus on, just becoming a better person, and I'm going to let them go. Sometimes we use closure as an excuse not to move on. You are in control of your closure, not the other person. You give yourself closure by letting go. Learn to move on. Sometimes you have to take back control of a situation instead of giving your power away to somebody. Waiting for somebody to give you closure is you giving away your power. My next point is building trust with yourself is just as important. The kind of struggle that you go through when you don't trust yourself is insane. Some of the things that can happen when you don't trust yourself is, number one, lacking confidence to make certain decisions. Number two, not being sure of yourself, having self-doubt. Whenever you say that you're going to do something and you don't do it, you're slowly breaking trust with yourself, and that can lead to issues down the road. When I realized that my lack of self-confidence was because I did not trust myself, I was like, wow. Basically, how I fixed that was that I started doing certain things that I said that I was going to do. Number 17 is that the little things matter. If you keep sweeping things under the rug, eventually it's going to blow out everywhere. If you have an issue with somebody, talk about it. The fact that you're feeling it matters. Another lesson that I've learned is that mental health is so important. And sometimes we neglect our mental health. You start hearing like the stigma.
I don't want people to think I'm crazy, so I'm not going to see a therapist.
And as someone that works in the mental health field, I've come across people that totally neglected their physical health because they're not like okay mentally. Do not neglect your mental health. If there's something going on, do see a therapist, talk to someone, have certain coping skills that you can fall back on. Prioritize your self-care. Do things that you love that makes you feel good. Take a break. Another lesson that I learned is that bring the focus back to yourself. This is actually a hack that I created. Whenever I find that I'm comparing myself to other people, what I do is that I literally just bring the focus back to myself. Because the fact that I'm comparing myself to somebody else just means that I'm already romanticizing somebody else's life. The moment you start comparing yourself, that's the moment that you start feeling inadequate. I just bring the focus back to my life. And how do I do that? By being grateful. What is it about my life that I can be grateful for? What can I be grateful for right now? When you're comparing yourself to somebody, you're not prioritizing yourself, you're prioritizing them. They are now the main character of your story. Bringing the focus back to yourself is a great hack to defeat comparison. Alright guys, another thing that I learned is that you are responsible. Yeah, you are responsible. Whatever you've been through in life, whatever somebody else did to you, whatever tribulations and trials that you went through in your childhood, take responsibility for everything. Blaming the reason why you're where you are because of what somebody else did is not helpful in any way. Once you stay in that space of blaming, you're not giving yourself an opportunity for growth. I am responsible for my life. I'm an adult and I am responsible for how my life would go moving forward. Playing the blame game hurts no one but you at the end of the day, because it's your life. Let's say if they never take responsibility, you're going to be the one to live with the consequences of it. Decide that, you know what, moving forward, even though these people did certain things to me, I'm not going to let it bring me down. I'm going to take the necessary steps to ensure that I live the best life possible, just turning something bad into something good. Okay guys, another lesson that I learned is to stop being passive and to go after the change that you want. If you are not active towards creating the change that you want, you might end up getting the change that you do not want. It's going to happen anyways. Change is a constant of life, so whether you like it or not, change is going to happen. If you're just going to sit back and let life happen to you, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. They said madness is doing the same thing over and over again. So if you want something different to happen to you, you have to change something. There is limited control that we have over our lives, but still we have a very good amount of control. So if you don't take control of your life and start working on the change that you want to see, honestly, whatever happens to you, you have to take it, because guess what? You are being passive about your life. Guys, another lesson that I learned is that you're good enough. With the way society is, we attach our self-worth to things that we've accomplished, that we have done, not done. We attach ourselves to these accomplishments. The realization that I had, I was basing my self-worth on things. When something good will happen, I'll feel very worthy of myself, and then when something bad will happen, I'll feel less worthy. I started to tell myself that, you know what, Samira, you're good enough as you are. I'm not good enough when, I'm not good enough if. My value is not based off of like anything outside of myself. I'm valuable right now. I was created by the most amazing God. There's nothing outside of me that will complete me. I am complete. Of course, as humans, we have to evolve, we have to grow, but like at the very core of my being, I am enough. So another thing that I learned is that social media is a world on its own. Social media is so fake. People only show you what they want to show you. They only show you the aesthetic. They only show you the wow, I just realized I can't say this word. You understand what I mean? Pleasing parts of their life. They don't really show you the background. So people show you the background as well, but still the background is edited. I really stopped rating social media, because you can make a storyline just by clipping two different clips together. That's an unfair comparison to you, because you know everything about your life, but you don't know everything about their lives. That's something that's changed my perspective, and not just hear when people say that social media is not real, but believe it, that it's actually not real. You don't know the entire story. Okay guys, another lesson that I learned is that we get to pick our battles, we get to pick our hard. Life is not easy, guys. Honestly, I'm just 25 and I'm really tired. I'm tired. There are two types of hard. The good hard is hard, but it leads to the result that you desire. The bad hard is hard, but it does not lead to the result that you desire. So which hard would you pick? I've just learned that there are certain times I have to choose my hard. I'm going to choose the hard that will lead to the result that I desire, or go with the hard that is not leading to anywhere. It's very easy to start something, and then when it starts getting hard, you're like, you know what, I give up. I don't want to do this anymore. Some things are worth fighting for. Some people are worth fighting for. Your goals are worth fighting for. I feel like, oh my gosh, I've been talking since forever. I have to give myself water because my throat feels dry. Like, oh my gosh. Guys, my last point is the drum roll. Prayer is everything, and God answers prayers. God answers prayers. You guys, when I tell you that the situation that I was in last year, I prayed to God to just bring me out of that situation, and He did, to where I am currently. Like, I'm very grateful. Whenever you're going through things in life, pray. I used to be someone that would only pray when something big happened or when I wanted something, but now I just pray every time. Prayer is so important, and I've just learned that it doesn't have to be something special that needs to happen for you to pray to God, for you to go to God. You can go to God at any time. Go to God yourself and pray to Him. He will accept you with open arms. And if you made it to the end of this video, wow, thank you. You're amazing. Let me know your thoughts below. I feel like there were some parts that I was rambling, but I just hope that you're able to learn one or two things from this video. I really enjoyed talking with you guys. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.